Hold it,
Back
Shorty.
off, my friend. I'm not going to hurt the lady. Miss Templeton, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
What brings you to my store? Are you looking for something in particular?
Yes, I am my sister, and she's in your back room.
Miss Frumpkin, is anyone back there?
No, and I've told them 100 times.
I'll believe that when I see it. Why don't you ever open the door?
Do you have any objections, Miss Frumpkin?
I'd rather they didn't.
Very well, then. Miss Templeton, if Miss Frumpkin chooses not to show you her bedroom, that's her business.
Oh, well, come
And unless you tend to purchase something, you and your friends had better leave the premises.
I'm not going anywhere.
Sorry, pal.
Much too exciting to leave, darling.
Very well, you leave me no choice but to call the police.
Don't bother.
They're already on the way.
Captain, please, you've got to come with me.
Luke, the taxpayers pay me to work. Maybe you can go chasing around town, but I certainly
Look,
can't.
I'm not just chasing around town. I'm telling you, I'm trying to find my wife. And I'm also trying to find Jackie Templeton's sister.
You know how hard we've been searching for Laura. That's one thing, but this other one with that girl...
We saw her.
What?
I said we saw her. Jackie Templeton's sister, Laura. She went into this antique store and they never came out.
They?
Yeah, this photographer she hangs out with, Mel Wilson. She lives with him, so.
Maybe she doesn't want her sister to know about it.
No, there's more to it than that.
Oh?
But we're never going to know exactly what's there unless you come with me.
Look, you don't have anything to go on.
Captain, I know this sounds crazy because I'm telling you on one hand that there's an antique shop in the back. There's a room with a lot of equipment in it, and the next minute it's a little old lady's bedroom and all that. But I swear to you, I've seen it, and there is something going on there.
Luke, you have no proof.
If you help me, I can find the proof.
I don't know. None of this makes any sense.
I know it doesn't make any sense, Captain. That's why I'm coming to you. I want you to help me make sense out of it.
I can't send any policeman into something like this. I need a warrant.
Well, then just do it yourself.
Oh,
No, please, do it yourself, as a friend. Just, please, I'm looking for my wife. You can help me find my wife.
Luke, you're grabbing at straws. No, Luke.
Captain, I'm begging you, please! Please.
All right. Why do I always give in to you? But as a friend.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something, and listen carefully. If this ends up being another one of your wild goose chases, oh, my boy, you are in trouble.
It won't. I promise you, Captain, it won't. We're on the track here. We're going to find Laura Templeton, and we're going to find my wife. I swear.
You know something, Heather, as much as you'd like to, I don't feel you should even think of getting married to Joe until the court disposes of your case.
Well, that doesn't mean I can't get engaged, does it?
Why is all that so important to you?
Now, that's a silly question.
Oh, I don't think it is. Is it because you feel that being engaged would give you a certain respectability, make you look better in the eyes of the judge? Is that it?
Is that so bad?
Well, no, not unless that's your primary motivation.
Look, Dr. Katz, I'm in love with Joe. I want to become engaged to him. I want to marry him.
Hey, you see, now, you have just listed a whole series of events. It's one thing to let that happen naturally in its own natural time. But it's quite another thing to engineer them so that they happen when and how you want them.
I realize that, of course. But when you want someone so much, I mean, can you blame me for wanting to marry Joe as soon as I can?
Well, why don't I mull that one over till our next session? Session is over for today.
Now, how come you always say that right when we're getting to the good part?
I wasn't aware that I did that.
Come on, Dr. Katz. I think you're aware of everything you do. Don't try to kid me.
I'm not.
Just one more thing, please.
Sure. What is it?
When are you going to hand your final report into the court?
So whenever I feel it's ready. You do understand, don't you, that I do have to make these interim reports, like I had to do today.
And it's important for me to know that I'm making the kind of progress you'd hoped for.
Heather, you could be making all kinds of progress. You would just learn to remember one thing.
Tell me.
No, it's something you already know. Something that you don't seem to want to practice.
Please, what?
You have to learn that you can't manipulate people. You can't manipulate people, and you can't manipulate events. I don't think you're going to be able to do that with Joe. But I guarantee you, you certainly cannot do that with me.
I know that, Dr. Katz. I'll remember it. As a matter of fact, I remember everything you say and do.
Take it easy, you're almost there.
Goodness, what happened? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm terrific.
You're terrible.
He almost passed out at the sports center. Said he felt dizzy.
I'm a little dizzy. I'm okay.
Yeah, sure. You always look like death warmed over. Come on, let's get him upstairs.
Okay, Johnny went to get Doc Weber.
Well, in the meantime, we'll get him upstairs.
Hey, I'm the doc.
Yeah, just watch the place.
Hey, I'm all right. I
He
don't
looks
need...
terrible.
I'm fine. I'm okay. I don't need a doctor.
You need one or not, you're gonna have one. Rose, would you help me get him upstairs so I can find out what's wrong?
Thank you,
I
Alice.
hope it's not serious.
Death and taxes and doctors.
All right, Joe.
He felt dizzy, he said.
Yeah. Then he almost passed out on us.
Lucky thing he found Dr. Webb.
Yeah. Ooh! We left the sports center wide open. We got to get back there. Hey, we'll come back later and check on see how he's doing. Okay?
Fine, thank you. And
Will you tell Rose?
I will. And thank you for bringing him.
Okay.
Bye.
Hey there, honey. Now, don't tell me that you've come home sick.
Oh, no, I'm okay, but I've had better days.
Aren't you supposed to be working at the hospital today?
Yeah, I was. Where's Rose?
She's upstairs. Joe's sick. I mean, he said he felt dizzy and everything, and Rick's up there now examining him.
Well, if Joe's sick...
No, wait, honey. Maybe you should give him a little time for Rick to examine him. They just went upstairs.
Yeah, but if Joe needs me, Mom, I want to...
Honey, I think it would be better if you just kind of wait for Dr. Weber to come down, okay?
Okay, I guess you're right. I just hope nothing's terribly wrong with him, that's all.
Oh, I don't think it's anything serious. And besides, Rick is up there with him.
I've been telling Joe that he's just been working too hard. I mean, I got a sore throat myself.
How about you fixing a little tea, then?
How come you think tea solves everything?
Sorry. But I just thought you might like something.
All I'd like is for Joe to be all right.
And I'm sure that he's going to be.
I've been telling him to take better care of himself, but
You really care for him, don't you?
I wish he cared for me half as much.
So how's it going? Your relationship, I mean.
Take it one day at a time.
Well, I am so glad to hear you say that. I mean, no, it's like they say, that if it's worth having, it is worth waiting for.
You sound just like Dr. Katz.
I do. Dr. Katz say that?
Well, not exactly. I'm beginning to see some of my mistakes, though. Not to mention Susan's.
Yeah, well, poor Susan.
Well, I want more than she's got. I'm going to hold out for an engagement. I mean, I can't get married until the court says I can anyway.
Because that is the best way, honey.
I know that. I'm not going to rush into things.
You just don't know how happy it makes me to hear you talk like that.
He'll be fine. He's going to rest. I'm sure you had that prescription filled.
Thanks, Rick.
Is Joe going to be all right?
Yeah, he needs some rest, and that ought to help him out. But he'll be fine. Nothing to worry about.
Thank heavens.
He'll be a little uncomfortable, but that should help. I'll check back a little later.
May I go up and see him?
See, why not?
He looks just terrible.
Oh, I don't care how he looks. I only care how he feels.
I am so glad that you were near Dr.
Listen, I think this has been coming for a while. Joe just hasn't been feeling up to par at all.
He's going to be all right. There's nothing to worry about. Just be sure you have that prescription filled right away.
Oh, I could drop it off for you at Warren's drugstore on my way out.
Would you do that? That'd be great.
I'd love to.
Thank you. Rick, do you want something, some tea, or...
No, thanks very much. I gotta get going.
Okay.
Listen, I can walk as far as the drugstore with you.
Oh, that'll be very nice. Thank you. Don't forget to have that prescription filled.
I will. I'll take good care of him.
All right, you'll be fine just a few days.
Great.
Oh, that's going to make Heather very happy. And I can't tell you how delighted I am that Heather is so involved with such a nice guy like Joe. Do you know, that is always what I wanted with Heather. I mean, what Laura had with Luke. There you go. Come again.
Well, I should have known you'd be here.
What's the meaning of this?
Get him to open that door.
Captain Ramsey, isn't it?
That's right, Mr. Gray.
May I ask what you're doing here?
You know damn well what we're doing here.
We told him you're on the way.
The suspense builds, darling.
Mr. Gray, Mr. Spencer asked me to come over here. It seems that he and his friends have reasons to believe that Miss Templeton's sister may be somewhere here in this building.
They persist in that belief, despite the fact that it's quite obvious there's no one here but us.
She's behind that door.
Miss Frumpkin's bedroom is behind that door. There's no one there, Captain.
You're lying.
I saw Laura walk in here.
Now, look, Mr. Gray, maybe we can bring this all to an end right now if you'd be kind enough to let us see what's inside that room.
If you'll end this nonsense, I'd be happy to. Miss Frumpkin?
You stop them from pestering us.
Well, now we're getting somewhere.
Hold it.
Captain?
I get it. It's a bedroom.
Precisely. They've done it again. I'm telling you, there was a lot of equipment in here, and they keep hiding it.
And my sister.
Now, hold it. We do not have a search warrant.
Captain, I know what I saw.
Scorpio, would you get him out of here, please?
Come on, mate.
My sister did not just vanish into thin air.
Wait a minute. These people have done nothing wrong. Now, I want the four of you to get out of here right now. Go down to my office and wait.
He's the one that should be at headquarters.
Come on, come on. Mr. Gray, I apologize.
I'm not so sure apologies are good enough. I'm not at all happy with the reception I've received here in this town.
Well, please don't judge everybody by those four.
I questioned your conduct as well. As a newcomer and a reputable businessman, I find it extremely irritating to be treated as a criminal.
Well, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry about that. I don't expect you to understand. You haven't been in this town very long, but Mr. Spencer's wife has disappeared. He's a very headstrong young man. He'll do anything to find her.
That may be so, but it has nothing to do with me. And if he persists in his unreasonable behavior, with your assistance, I might add, it leaves me no recourse but to take matters into my own hands and go above your head. I hope I've made myself clear.
Yes, Mr. Gray. Very clear.
Joe, I'm sorry you're sick.
I feel stupid. You don't sound very good yourself.
Yeah, I have a slight case of laryngitis, but I'll be okay.
It's just dumb being sick. You waste so much time.
Oh, don't be silly. Besides, it'll give me a good chance to take care of you. Is there anything I can get you?
I can't think of anything, no.
Oh, come on, there must be something. Your hands feel awfully cold.
I'm cold. Just I'm shivering.
I think I can do something about that.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna keep you warm. Feel better?
You have no right to drag us here.
You know, you should have that guy David Gray in here questioning him, not us.
Look, this guy's going to a lot of trouble to cover something up here.
I know bringing us here was absolutely ridiculous. Had 1,000 other things to do today.
So did I, young lady, and being made a fool of was not one of them.
Captain, I'm telling you that room was full of equipment.
And I will tell you that I am tired of being pushed around, Luke. You made me look like a jackass. Do you realize that?
Captain, I didn't mean to do that. What I'm telling you is that guy Gray is making us all look like fools. He's up to something.
He is running a perfectly legitimate business.
It's only a front. Can't you see that?
I can see a young man is so upset about his wife being missing that he's willing to blame anybody or anything.
Captain, I saw my sister go into that store.
I'm not saying that you didn't see your sister. All I am saying is whatever you did see or whatever you didn't see does not give you the right to go around bothering law-abiding citizens in the hope that you're going to find some missing person.
That man is not a law-abiding citizen.
I'm telling you, he really is into something.
And for the last time, Luke, I am telling you that you cannot prove these allegations. As far as I am concerned, that man is absolutely respectable.
That is a laugh.
Luke, I don't find anything at all amusing about this. Up until now, that man has told me nothing but the truth. But you, all you've done is tell me one story, one right after the other.
Captain, we're not making these things up.
I mean, we saw him at the store with my sister, and he did try to run Luke over with his car. I mean, come on.
And you are now telling me that he made a man, a woman, and a whole room just disappear? Come on.
But Bert!
Don't but-Bert me. You all were there with me in that room, right? Did you see your sister in that room?
No.
Did you see her leave?
No.
Miss Hill?
No.
Mr. Scorpio?
Well, nobody came in or left. Well,
All right. I think that just about clears it all up. Nobody saw your sister. It was a bedroom. Now, if you all be kind enough to just forget this whole thing and leave here right now, especially you, Luke, you've just got to stop this. You have got to get rid of this obsession about David Gray. Now, come on. Good night. Good afternoon. Goodbye. Good everything. Leave me alone, please.
Go out front and make sure they're not still hanging around.
Yes, sir.
And stay there. If they come back, press the signal.
I know what to do, Mr. Gray.
There.
That might be preferable to what I'd have to do if your sister had found you.
David,
I don't want excuses. We put them off for now, fortunate for you. But Luke Spencer is getting much too close for comfort.
How were we to know he was watching the store?
I can't help but think that it's your carelessness that led them here in the first place. You never should have gotten involved with the girl.
Well,
Don't worry. It's too late to do anything about it now. But it's going to be impossible to get any work done around here with Spencer's friends watching our every move. And every moment counts. We're nearly ready for the final move.
Look, David, I've got an...
Enough idle chatter. We have plenty of work to do. Measurements, setups.
Look, we'll get it all done. Don't worry about it.
We've got something else we must do, too.
What?
Before our preparations are complete, we must get Luke Spencer off our trail permanently. I know just how to do that. And the two of you are going to help me.